What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. It is a gorgeous early spring day here. It is March 8th and we got bright blue skies, and it just seems like it's shaping up to be a really nice day. And what's going to make today even better is that we are going to do what I consider to be the bread and butter of the Dude Ranch DIY channel, and that is splitting firewood. We got the Eastonmade 2228 with the attached conveyor hooked up to the truck. Truck's warming up. We're gonna go make some firewood for a customer. All right, we are in the truck on the way. Well, kinda on the way. I gotta go grab a breakfast sandwich, start the day off right. But I don't normally take jobs splitting wood off-site. I sell firewood. It is really of no benefit to me to go to somebody's house and split firewood for them. With that being said, most of the times I've been approached to come to somebody's house and split firewood, the amount of wood that they have to split is not worth the time it would take for me to, you know, basically mobilize the machine and go and do it with a machine of, you know, the caliber of the 2228. So this job is a little bit different. This gentleman had me over probably about a month and a half ago to look at a bunch of different stuff he wants done around the property. And one of the things being this massive pile of wood that he has already cut up. I guess he had a bunch of trees taken down around the property, and now he has this big pile of rounds ready, waiting to split. And I deemed it, you know, worthy of breaking out the Eastonmade from the splitter shelter and bringing it over there. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. All right, guys, we got here. Here is the pile of the rounds. As you can see, it's all pretty decent size stuff. You know, smaller diameter, a lot of cherry and maple and stuff in here. So we are gonna set the machine up right here, and he wants to convey it onto this pad of pallets, and that's the game plan. So we're gonna get into position, get going. All right, so right here I'm unfolding the conveyor, and as you can see, it can be a little tough to do with one person, especially if you're on like a hill or something, like I was on a slight hill here. You kind of got to pull it out to the certain point, and then it gets far enough where it'll go on its own. But the chains came off the sprocket at the end because they slack up when it's fully folded up, so you just got to make sure they're on the sprocket and you're good to go. Got the machine unfolded. He just got his tractor started. They're moving the pallets. We're in good shape. All right, we are all set up here. Got the conveyor going. Got the first logs on. Swapped out the pizza wedge for the 6-way, and we're ready to go. Piles right here.
All right, we are cruising right along. Made a decent dent in the pile here. You can see they've been stacking off the end of the conveyor. So we're going to pull the whole machine forward a little bit now to give them a little bit more room. Well, all right, guys, just pulled the machine out 3.5 hours after we started. And as you can see, that whole pile is gone. We got Sal and Andrew here that were helping me. Sal is the homeowner here. Sal, what'd you think?
Well, that machine is unbelievable. It's what, Eastman?
Eastonmade, yeah.
Eastonmade machine.
Eastonmade.
And of course, Jake, the operator, he's a really good guy, and he's just best. I was very happy with what he did.
I told you it would take half a day. We were here 3.5 hours splitting. And
he's a man of his word.
I'm a man of my word, you know.
That's important these days when you have people doing work for you. That they say what they're going to do and they do what they're going to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to know the capabilities of your machine, and you know, for me to estimate this amount of wood, you know, I have to split enough wood to be able to give you an accurate estimate. Yeah. You know,
and you know, honestly, before we even started, I just didn't know how that was going to get done in a half a day.
Right.
So,
well, now you see.
We did it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little cleanup, but as you can see, I got more than enough wood for a long time.
Right. Yeah, that is, I mean, the downside to a machine like the Eastonmade is that it will produce some scrap, but we just split probably, I'd estimate about 4 to 5 cords of wood in 3.5 hours with 3 guys. Unfortunately, we did have a minor casualty of a finger that got hit with a piece that came off the conveyor, so he went to go get that bandaged up. But Andrew, you ever split wood before?
No, never in my life, man, but gotta say it was a very good experience, and gives me a good little bit of workout, man. And
Oh yeah, you were cooking, man. It's hard to keep up with that thing, right?
yeah, it is hard to keep up, but and as long as you push through, you'll be able to do this, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's what we got done. I mean, this pile is probably all of about 10 foot tall. You can see we kind of gave up on getting it stacked, but I'm sure they'll continue to stack it, as time goes on after a little bit of cleanup. But it sounds like we got a happy customer, and that is the most important thing. Well, all right, guys, that was a successful job. We got out of there in about 4 hours total. Paid me for 5, half an hour of travel on each end. Got some money here, and job well done. Just so happens that literally 500 feet down the road is one of my favorite bars and restaurants to go to. It's called the Reading Roadhouse. Mark Twain actually used to live in Reading, Connecticut, and he used to come to this place all the time. It's been here for a long time, well over 100 years, I think. So gonna go in, grab a beer, grab a burger, get some lunch, and head on home.